Our main girl is drunk in an elevator that just stops working. She's panicking, trying to hold it together, and then this guy shows up. She basically throws herself at him, asking to use his bathroom. It's an emergency. He's a little caught off guard, but lets her in. His place is small and a little messy, and she's just relieved to be saved. Turns out they're neighbors. She lives on the 3rd floor, he's on the 5th. They do a little awkward introduction. She's Ozawa, he's Oyamada. She's still kind of drunk and all over the place. She ends up in what looks like a shop or some kind of collection room, and she's just staring around like, what is this place? Walls covered in figures and toys and all kinds of stuff. He tells her it's his personal collection. She's wondering if he's some kind of second-hand seller. He's like, no, not really. They start chatting. He asks what happened, and she admits she drank way too much because her boyfriend of 5 years just broke up with her. He's a little caught off guard, asking something so personal, apologizes, but she says she doesn't mind. She was just venting anyway. They open a box of something, possibly a mystery item or toy, and she's genuinely having a good time. They crack open some drinks, do a little toast, and the expensive stuff turns out to be delicious. She's loving it. Then we get into another box full of toys. She's nostalgic, laughing, having a blast. He finds something with a "look what I found" energy. She's easily entertained, and he seems to enjoy watching her have fun. She promises she'll definitely come back. Big smile, laughing, tee-hee-hee. He shows up at her door later, probably to return something or check in. She's surprised to see him. Cut to her coming home to her apartment empty. She thinks about how he actually showed up. Her place feels big and quiet now. She thinks, it was this big, huh, compared to his cramped little spot. Now we flash back or get her inner thoughts. She breaks down what happened 5 years together. She finally asked him about marriage and got dumped. He told her, I can't choose you, said he didn't think he was good enough for her. She felt like she couldn't even stand back up after that. All those feelings she'd been bottling up start bubbling to the surface, even though she hadn't even been thinking about them. Meanwhile, back with the neighbor, someone tells her, hey, Ozawa-san, I don't think it's that bad. She's throwing stuff across the room, clearly still a mess emotionally. He offers to bring over some toys to cheer her up. And she thinks to herself, I might really go back and see him. So chapter 2 picks up with Ozawa finally having some space to herself. Her ex moved out after 5 years of living together, and she's rearranging her room exactly how she wants it for the first time. Feels liberating, until she starts finding all his stuff left behind. Ero DVDs. A whole pile of them. She's just staring at it like, how did so many of these even get here? She's sitting alone in her newly rearranged room, a little melancholy. The place feels different now, quieter. She notices some forgotten things still lying around and just sits with it. Then comes the big question, what does she even do with all his stuff? She debates texting him. She really doesn't want him thinking she's just using it as an excuse to talk to him, but she kind of is. She decides to just text him and keep it strictly business. Since we're just doing business, my feelings won't be in the way. Sure, Ozawa. He actually replies, and perfectly, no less. He tells her he left some things and asks if she wants him to mail them or just throw them away. She sends back a very cool, very collected response. Hits send. Internally, she's losing it. Meanwhile, her friend is not having it. She's basically yelling at Ozawa, you're acting like a complete idiot, changing your email address. Ozawa is dramatically throwing herself around the room in a spiral. Her friend is done with her. Eventually, she makes her way back up to Oyamada's place. She brings over some of the stuff she found. Since he had a lot of similar things on his shelf, she figured he might want them. He's a little flustered, like, you brought it to my room. Kind of awkward, but he says it's fine. Then things get a little more complicated. Someone else shows up, a woman. Oyamada's friend group starts buzzing. Ozawa is just standing there wondering what's going on. Turns out it's his childhood classmate, Shimamoto, who's been friends with Oyamada since elementary school. They all end up hanging out together. Shimamoto is loud, energetic, kind of overwhelming. She basically bursts into the place announcing herself. Ozawa is quietly observing all of this. The translator note explains the group's little hangout spot name, Bonnouji, which apparently combines the kanji for temptation and temple, very fitting for a place full of ero stuff. Then someone pulls out a mahjong set. Ozawa has no idea how to play. Shimamoto is like, "Oh, come on, you don't know mahjong." They try to teach her, and she's mispronouncing the terms left and right. Oyamada just quietly corrects her each time. Shimamoto thinks it's hilarious. Ozawa is doing her best. We get a little backstory on Oyamada too. His family home is actually a shrine. That's where the Bonnouji name comes from. His older brother is kind of a wild card who kept sending him packages of stuff. Oyamada himself left home after high school, said he wanted to live freely, until he was 30, devoted to unlimited temptations, basically. And then just started living off selling miscellaneous items. That's the life. The mahjong game is going, and everyone's having a good time. Ozawa wins a round and she is absolutely delighted, screaming, "Till win next time," with full confidence even though she barely knows what she's doing. Shimamoto laughs, says she'll bring someone else next time to properly teach her. They wrap up the night and everyone heads out. Ozawa says thanks for having her and leaves smiling. Oyamada watches her go, and his friend comments that she seems to be doing well. Oyamada just quietly looks at the Eros box she brought over, and thinks to himself that he still prefers this kind of thing. But in the end, he's watching her walk away with a little smile. Chapter 3 opens on a Monday. Ozawa is heading into work and the week already feels heavy. She and Oyamada pass each other. He notices she didn't come by. She did mention she'd be busy, but still, he keeps thinking about it. "She isn't coming, huh?" He says it twice, like he's trying to convince himself it's fine. Meanwhile, Ozawa is at the office drowning in work. She's got unread messages piling up, a packed schedule, and she's muttering to herself about how badly she wants to get back to her free time. The grind is real. Tuesday, she's still at it, typing away, buried in documents. There's a whole correction situation going on with some calculations that were done wrong. Her coworker Sasaki-san isn't coming in, which adds to the chaos. Ozawa is quietly handling everything, fixing errors, staying composed. She's been here 5 years and she knows the drill. Her junior staffy count is growing, but she still just does the work. At the office, there's a whole side story brewing too. A coworker named Koik-san is enthusiastically jumping into some project, very excited. The older guys at work are a different story though. One of them, Section Chief Sanada, pulls Ozawa aside. They're starting a new project and he specifically requested her for it. She's a little caught off guard but says yes. Then Assistant Section Chief Yamamoto comes in with his own thing. Hovering, being a bit overbearing, the kind of guy who makes work more complicated than it needs to be. Ozawa is internally clocking all of it. She wonders what his real intentions are. Wednesday, the doorbell rings, Pin Puen, and it's Oyamada. He just casually shows up at her place. She lets him in. They end up hanging out, and someone, probably Shimamoto, had the section chief sent off on a business trip to Osaka, which means Oyamada suddenly has free time. YOSHA, now we're free, very much his energy. They find a clay pot set in one of the boxes. Who would have thought? Shimamoto apparently sends useful things sometimes. They decide to actually use it. It's a hot pot night. The hot pot looks incredible. Big dramatic panel of a bubbling neighbour pot. Oyamada is focused, eating quietly. Delicious, simple, satisfied. Then Ozawa shows up, or maybe she was already there, and someone says she picked the perfect time to come over since they're just starting on crab neighbour. She immediately smells it and is very much in. Something smells delicious. The work subplot. Back at the office, Wednesday continues with more pressure. The coworker situation with Murata-san comes up. She's been with her boyfriend about 3 years. Someone teases that she'll probably get engaged soon. Then they bring up Ozawa. Ozawa-san and her boyfriend are still going well, right? Ozawa just says ha. Dead inside. Meanwhile, there are rumors floating around the office, love stories, people gossiping. Oyamada is just sitting there listening, sighing, saying he'd like to go to Mahjong and get away from it all. His friend agrees. Let's play. Wrapping up. The chapter ends on a quiet, warm note. Ozawa came over, there's hot pot, everyone's comfortable. Oyamada watches her, and his friend comments that she seems to be settling in well to the group. He doesn't say much, but he's clearly glad she keeps coming back. Chapter 4 opens at night. Oyamada is outside alone, walking around late. Ozawa shows up at his door unexpectedly. She apologizes for coming so late. She had stepped out to go to the store and just ended up there. He tells her he had planned to go back upstairs before he finished his cigarette. Basically, he was outside waiting to see if she'd show up. She came just in time. They end up inside together. She brought food, something that smells absolutely terrible. She's horrified by it herself. What is that smell? He just says that's the greatest compliment she can give for what he's about to eat. She squints at it. Is that ramen? He's a little worried she hasn't eaten yet either. They eat together. She asks if she can open the window. He says he's cold. She says she wanted fresh air. He tells her it's okay if she wants to smoke inside. She doesn't smoke. Small, awkward moment. But the food turns out to actually be delicious. I'm alive. Ozawa, fully revived. He mentions he was actually thinking it might be a bad idea for her to visit this late. She just says, cool. He notes it's the first time she's ever come this late. She tells him that when he says she can come over anytime, it feels like he genuinely means it. It wasn't anything important today, but it was cold and she was coming home alone and just ended up there. He says she can stop by any time. I'm always here working. They're hanging out watching TV, trying something together. She takes a bite and goes, this tastes awful. They both laugh, easy and comfortable. Then, speaking of which, he looks at her. Will you tell me your number? He explains it occurred to him while waiting for her today. He realized he never actually asked. She just quietly looks at him. As usual, she's cute, he thinks to himself. Ozawa gets startled by something and has a big UWEH moment. Oyamada asks if she's okay. She's embarrassed, waves it off. I was stupid then, fine. Her phone is out and he glances at it. He sees her profile name and then the password. Michio K-kun 1018. He quietly puts it together. That's her ex's name and their anniversary date. He just goes foo-foo. Soft little laugh. She immediately wants to know what he's laughing at. She admits she's jealous of what exactly isn't totally clear, but she owns it. He asks, really? She says, yeah. He tells her that loving someone is a good thing. She says she feels like she made a fool of herself. He gets quiet and then says he has to thank her for something. She's confused. What is it? She opens up a bit. Since the breakup, she's been getting really annoyed by things, old memories, people from her past creeping back in. But somehow she feels a lot better now. She laughs a little. He just says, that's a good thing. She mentions she's thinking about changing her email address and asks if he'd mind waiting until she decides. He says okay. Then comes the name moment. He gives her his contact info and she sees his full name for the first time, Oyamada Zenji. She completely loses it. Whoa, that's so cool. He explains his brother's name is totally normal. It's just because their parents are a bit unusual, being born at a shrine will do that. She's delighted. They wrap up, she thanks him and heads home. Then late at night, he gets a message. It's from Ozawa. She already changed her email address, and she sent it to him first. He just sits there quietly looking at his phone. So we open with Ozawa running into Oyamada outside the building. She goes, hey, Oyamada-kun. He turns around. She asks if he's free today. Chapter 5 begins. Cut to his room. Oyamada is completely passed out asleep. Ozawa is just sitting there next to him staring. She thinks to herself, what's so interesting about this guy? The fact that he's asleep, just quietly watching him. She starts wandering around his room while he sleeps. There's a big dramatic panel of all his stuff figures everywhere, shelves packed. She's looking at everything. Then she spots something, if I remember correctly. This. She picks up what looks like a figure or some kind of collectible. She's examining it carefully. She finds something cute and gets excited. Cute. She's holding it up, genuinely delighted. Then she sneaks up quietly, very carefully, tiptoeing, quietly, trying not to wake him. She's being very sneaky about something. She's poking around more of his collection, then crack. She breaks something, oh no. He wakes up, she's standing there with the broken piece. Oh. Thanks, it was nothing. He's confused, still half asleep, looking at her. Then he sees it. The lenses of his glasses are on the floor. She knocked them off something and cracked them. Ugyahh. He fully wakes up in a panic. She is absolutely mortified. I'm really sorry. He checks them. Oh, it's cool. Then everyone starts looking for the lenses. Shimamoto shows up somehow and joins the chaos. They're all scrambling around on the floor. I found them, DASA, someone yells. Buyuha. He's sitting there without his glasses. She apologizes again. He says it's okay. She tells him he looks like a 70-year-old man without them. Then so stylish, too stylish. She starts laughing. He's just sitting there confused. Huh, she says it was her fault for leaving them on the floor like that. He decides internally, PLL use that as an excuse. He notices a box he hadn't opened yet. Maybe there are cool frames inside. He opens it up, checks through his stuff. She asks what he wants to do now. He thinks glasses take about an hour to make and he doesn't have any work today. He asks if she wants to go pick some out. She says no. Then after a pause, go look at. He's quiet. Then he asks if she'd like to go purchase them together. Her heart goes thump, thump, thump. She's completely clueless on the outside, but internally losing it. There's a glasses store about 2 blocks away on Merchant Street. He says nothing and just starts walking. She follows. He asks why she's being so formal all of a sudden. She says nothing. He says yeah. They suggest grabbing dinner while they're out too. That'd be great. They head out together. Shimamoto and the friend group seem to tag along or meet them there. Ozawa keeps staring at him. She thinks to herself, I don't feel like myself, then PUPUH. TC. The cookbook. Final pages, they're walking outside together side by side. She's laughing at his new glasses. Those glasses really are amazing. Ahaha, that's so wrong. He just says, again, I'm really sorry. He thinks to himself, even when she's making fun of me, right now she's cute. Then quietly, maybe I have some sort of disease. She says no, it's all right. And they just keep walking, together.